I'm the Director of Communications. Basically what I do, I'm the primary liaison for the campus community. I run social media accounts and make flyers and all that fun stuff. So the point of today's program is to basically touch upon what SGA is, to further explain what we're here to do, what we've accomplished, and as most of you know, there's a raffle, and I'm just going to go over some ground rules for the raffle. So first, it's 1 ticket per student, which means you guys should not have more than 1 ticket. You also have to be in attendance to receive a ticket. So if your friend wants to be here to get the prize, they got to be here to receive the ticket. Also, you must be a currently enrolled student. We're checking ID numbers to see who's a student and who's not a student. You must stay throughout the duration of the program, which means you cannot leave. If you do leave, then you won't be able to receive the prize. And you must present the ticket to collect at the end. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce our SGA President Kalief Metellus.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. My name is Kalief Metellus. I'm the Student Government Association President representing SUNY College at Westbury. I would like to thank everybody that took the time out to come here and support this program where you will learn more about the Student Government Association, the extracurricular activities that are offered through SGA, and how to get involved on campus. What is SGA? SGA is a $1 million nonprofit organization responsible for student advocacy and shared governance with the college. The student-led clubs and campus activities will fall under the auspices of the SGA. So SGA is broken up into 4 branches. There's the executive board, it's the senators, it's the House of Representatives, and it's the campus activities board, who are the programmers for Student Government Association. If you're not elected or on SGA, you can still participate in several committees to build your resume, get staff opinions, and voicing your opinions to bring change amongst the campus. The mission statement of SGA. The Student Government Association is a student-run organization that unites and inspires students to succeed in life. We provide an atmosphere where we advocate, educate, and serve all students at SUNY or Westbury. SGA inspires student leaders to create organizations for the student body, discover unfound talents, and cultivate thinking for the betterment of the Old Westbury community. Through student involvement, SGA dedicates its operation to the enhancement of the college experience. This is the SGA Executive Board. Myself, I'm Kalief Metellus, I'm the SGA President and the Chief Executive Officer. Ashley Alvarado, could you please stand? Ashley Alvarado is the Ashley Alvarado is my right-hand girl. She's the Executive Vice President of the Student Government Association. Could Javon Spencer Newell stand up? He is the Chief Financial Officer of the Student Government Association. Marsha Lee, could you stand up? She is the Director of Communications. Cheyenne couldn't be in attendance, but she is the Executive Secretary / Statistician. Maya Holder couldn't be in attendance either. She is the Director of Programming. And Kimberly Omezi. She's the Director of a clubs and organization. She is responsible for over 55 clubs. So she has a big job. The senators, could you stand up, please? In the back. Sorry, my bad. So LaShawn Brown, stand up. Could Olu Wadeni Lade Ongumu Dade stand up, please? Janae Jackson couldn't be in attendance. Could Kevin Adam Edwards stand up? He's the academic senator. And could Amar Kosh stand up, please? Campus Activities Board. Campus Activities Board exists to engage students in a variety of programs and events, from off-campus trips to overnight events, festivals, movies, recreational sports, and special events. CAB is always programming. Could Talia Doctor stand up? She is the late night programming chair. Could Jaden Capello stand up? She is the sports and recreational chair, and could Doreen stand up, please? She is weekend programming. So student-led clubs, SGA, we have a variety of social, cultural, academic, and special interest clubs that don't fall under social, cultural, academic. So these are all our clubs. This Wednesday is Club Bash in the Campus Center during Common Hour. For anybody who's interested in joining the club, joining the e-board, or getting involved on campus, that is the place to be. Could I have the presidents of Glamazon, Men in Progress, Business Club, Black Student Union, Haitian Student Organization, and Voices OW to step up here real quick, please?
My name is LaShawn Brown. Everybody knows Bob. I'm the president of the Black Student Union. Black History Month is next month, so you know the Black Student Union will be having our BSU week. It's a whole week full of programs to celebrate Black History Month and kick it off with a good start.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Gertie Brutus, and I'm honored to be the current president of Haitian Student Organization. So now that we are reactivated, can you guys hear me? Yeah? Okay, so now that we are reactivated and back on campus, we have a lot in store for you guys this semester. So stay tuned for our clothing and food drive in the Campus Center Common Hour, February 6th. If you have any questions about that, or if you want to know what items are acceptable for donation, you can email me or contact me after this, or anybody on the executive board for Haitian Student Organization. And we also have our first members meeting, February 24th, Common Hour SU 311. If you also have any questions about that, feel free to speak to me after. Hope to see you guys at our program this month. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hafsa. I'm actually the current treasurer of Voices of OW, better known as VOW, speaking on behalf of our president. So our club was recently started on campus. Our goal is to allow our members to have an outlet and express their emotions through the arts, specifically through music. We welcome all singers, songwriters, rappers, poets, lyricists, and general lovers of music. Our general body meetings and practices are held every other Thursday in the Campus Center, room H201, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. This semester, we have a few events coming, including our rendition of the hit TV show The Voice on March 6th. We hope to see you all at our events this semester. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Hello? Okay, hi everyone, my name is Alyssa. I'm the current president of the school's fashion club, Glamazon. Our mission statement is as follows. Our objective is to educate fashion-forward students of SUNY Old Westbury through leadership and hosting fundamental programs. Throughout each academic year, students will be able to grasp the social and educational aspects of how fashion contributes to today's society. Students will also be guided in further developing skills on how to dress accordingly for distinct events, and most importantly, for professional establishments. Our long-standing goal is to continue to make progress by attracting students who are willing to assist and educate the student body by distributing valuable information about fashion. So we do a lot on campus. So far this school year, we've done programs like our clothing drive, we had a breast cancer bake sale, we had a Dress to Impress program, we had a dance program. Upcoming for this semester, you can look forward to programs like our brunch that we'll be having, a Valentine's Day tabling, and our biggest program for the semester is our annual fashion show, so look out for that. Tryouts are next week, February 3rd, 4th, and 5th. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. On Monday and Tuesday, we will be in NPRC from 7 o'clock to 9:30. On Wednesday, in the Student Union Rotunda from 7 o'clock to 9:30. We look forward to seeing you all. Also follow us on our Instagram, Glamazon_OW, for any updates. And be sure to stop by our table next week at Club Bash for any other information. Thank you.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Nick Metellus. I'm the president of the business club, and what we like to do is meet up like at least once or twice a week, whether it's through general body meetings, the accounting society, We're really open to collaboration. Some of the things that we like to emphasize on is getting students in front of the room rather than just coming to meetings. We're always open to new ideas, and whether it's a business idea or they want to talk about a certain subject like networking, which we will have coming in April. Yeah, so catch us at Club Bash this Wednesday. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Joshin Sabubola, and I am a part of the photography club. And our general body meetings are February 26th, March 4th, March 25th, April 1st, April 29th, and May 6th. And stay tuned for our next program. It is a photo shoot in the atrium for Valentine's Day.
Want to join the committee? The college has a variety of committees to serve on hear student voices and better the college experience. Here are a list of committees that students can join to get their voices heard and get changes that they want implemented throughout the college. So we have governance and leadership, if I'm correct, that's the Middle States Committee. We have faculty senate. I hear a lot of students talk about transportation. We have a transportation committee. We have a food service advisory committee. We have FLOW, and we have auxiliary service corporation. Why join a committee? Student representation is important, and we need you to be involved. You can advocate and have student voices in these rooms. A closed mouth doesn't get fed. Serving on committees not only allows you to voice your concerns, but also for you to be able to impact change. If you want change, complaining is not going to get change. If you want change, you got to step up and get forward and go to the right people to get the change you want to see. Dream comes in numbers. So that's a good reason for you all to join the committee. I want to talk about the Extra Engagement Award. This is something that I've been working with Ms. Benny Chen, she's the Director of Alumni Affairs, and Dr. Wayne Edwards, who is the Vice President for Institutional Advancement, and he's the Executive Director of the Old Westbury College Foundation. So amongst me speaking with these people in my team, I wanted to find a way for SGA to get back to students who are involved for the betterment on the college campus, either academically or socially. So the SGA Engagement Award is something that will be coming out in April, if I'm correct, Dr. Wayne Evans? April? It should be coming out in April. And we're going to award 7 students with $1,300 for being involved on campus. So, ways to get involved. We have an upcoming election for spring 2020. These are the seats that need to be filled for this semester, for the next academic year. We have Executive Vice President, Chief Financial Officer, Director of Clubs and Organizations, Director of Communications, 3 campus life centers, 3 academic centers. The applications are now available online. You can submit them. It's on the Old Westbury SGA page. If you would like to get involved, for the students that's currently filling the seats, you can speak to them and express your interest, and you can start learning more about SGA. Just a side tip, SGA is a business. It is not an extracurricular activity. SGA accomplishments and goals. One goal that the SGA has been accomplished is funding food to the food pantry. We feel like it's underrepresented, and we would like to have more hours for the food pantry, so we felt like funding the food pantry would be able to serve students and faculty who can't afford the food prices on campus. An accomplishment that we have had serving on the Food Service Advisory Committee is now retail meals will now be able to work at the takeout window. A goal that the SGA has that we are hoping to accomplish before the end of the semester is to come up with a system where residents who reside on campus, we automatically have to pay for a meal plan. So it's either, I think it's 10 swipes, 14 swipes, 16 swipes. We don't use all the swipes. So if we can donate the swipes that we don't use to students who can't afford the meal prices or the meal plans, that's something that we would like to do. There's no money being cut, no money being lost, and if we want to donate our swipes, we should be able to. Another SGA accomplishment and goal we have, pretty We had a mold protest last semester to bring campus awareness to mold in the dorm rooms, the SGA. We've been working together to pass a resolution for us to supply dehumidifiers to at least 20 to 25 dorm rooms if we come in contact with mold next year. We've been working with administration closely and tightly on trying to get this accomplished. So I want to speak on the residence halls. I've been working closely with Garrett Schumack, he's the Director of Residential Life, and Evan Kovalakis, he's the Chief Information Officer, on getting computers installed in the dorms. So that's something that's been accomplished. We have 2 computers in each residential hall. Once SGA's furniture comes, there will be 4 to 5 computers in a residential hall. This is a major accomplishment for the SGA, the Chief Information Office, and the Director, and for Res Life, because not every student can afford a computer. And if we can, to the best of our ability, serve students and enrich education through having services for students to succeed, that's what we're about. So now that the computers are in the dorms, I gotta look out for the commuters. So SGA, we're trying to work with the provost to get the library hours extended. Classes start from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and closing the library at 10 p.m. is not realistic for students who get out. Closing the library at 11 p.m. is not realistic for students who get out at 10, because what if the student doesn't have a computer? How are they supposed to get their homework done and stuff like that? So that's the goal that we're currently working on, trying to work with the provost to get the library hours extended. Another thing that the SGA has been able to do was actually supply fraternities and sororities recognized on campus with a budget for programming. Other than SGA, fraternities and sororities have a major impact. They have big influence on this campus, and they programs that they host to serve the campus community. So we felt like they should have a budget to program, because they pay a student activity fee as well. So that's an accomplishment that we passed. We're working, SGA, we're currently working to get better Wi-Fi on campus. We're working with we're also working with transportation to see if we can get more hours and a variety of stops. And an accomplishment that we have, the SGA has had, was this program right here. We rewarded 15 students with free textbooks for the spring semester, along with LSAT, MCAT, GRE books to study for exams. I would like to thank Andrea Johnson, she's the director of the bookstore, R. Angst, and Carol Knutz for helping me and the SGA make this happen. Upcoming programs, today is the State of the Association. If you would like to get involved in SGA, the info night is Wednesday. We're supposed to fly on the SGA page. So the info night is Wednesday, Club Bash is Wednesday. We will be having the SGA Awards. We'll be awarding, I think, 32 awards for students or involved clubs, academics and stuff like that. SGA Week will be the last week of February. We are going to the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Students and staff are welcome. Tickets will come on sale within the next 2 weeks. We have an open forum. We're trying to meet with the Division of Student Affairs, so students can come out and voice their concerns about issues that surround them. We have a brunch the 25th on 2:30 to 3:50. We have a business expo, the SGA Awards, and February 27th is the roller skating event from 10 to 2. We're having a self-defense class with University Police, meet the candidates, and the SGA elections in March. We're currently working on getting a concert. We're trying to do a pride parade, a car wash, a barbecue, cookout. And the Glamazon and African Student Association and Campus Activities Board fashion show. These are some of the programs that we're having. The info night is actually right here. If you would like to get involved in SGA, I suggest you take a picture of this. Also, follow us on Instagram. We have an Instagram page where you can easily access updates, announcements, programs, and other information regarding SGA. We follow that. Feel free to message us if you would like for us to post your event. So I'll give staff and students time to follow the Instagram page, and we will follow that. And this is the QR code if you need it. Party Smart, I would like for the senators to come speak on Party Smart. They have been working tirelessly since the winter break to get this Party Smart campaign, so hopefully parties can be restored back on campus. So if the rank can come up here and speak about Party Smart, I really appreciate it.
Hi everyone, so we're going to tell you about the Party Smart campaign. This campaign is a comprehensive movement on our campus, and its purpose is to inform students of how to party smart and keep consent as their top priority at campus parties, while also exercising alcohol safety habits and raising mental health awareness. Also, this campaign seeks to emphasize the resources that are available to students on campus regarding their health, intervention, counseling, and outreach. So through multiple workshops and social media campaigns, we aim to educate students on the many harm reduction strategies that are effective in addressing the threat to the health and well-being of members of our community. Alright, so who is this Party Smart campaign for? It's intended to reach every person on campus. When is it going to happen? It's going to run throughout the entire semester and will officially conclude in May, which is also known as the Mental Health Awareness Month. Why are we doing it? It seeks to foster transparency around issues of consent and mental health. Because we believe that these are a pivotal part of making higher education accessible to all students and help address the broader struggle for education justice. Where it's going to happen is going to be campus-wide, so look out for flyers all over the campus building, and especially on our SGA square.
Thank you.
That concludes my presentation. I would like to call up the SGA Advisor and the Director for Center for Student Leadership and Involvement, Suzanne McLaughlin. Quick announcement, her birthday was yesterday, so could we all wish her a happy birthday?
First, SGA, thank you, not just for the song and birthday wishes, but thank you for everything that you do. Everything, including this, and including all the time, and the effort, and the text you send me on the weekends, and the emails you send me at night. I really do appreciate it all because it means you're working really hard. So, congratulations on the program. What? Mike. I have to do my back.
Thank you.
Sorry, my boss is here. All my bosses are here. So, SGA, thank you for everything. Thank you, and round of applause for SGA for everything. Okay, so abbreviated version of what CSLI is. I am the advisor to the SGA, so we work very closely together, which means I also advise the activities board as well as all the student clubs that fall under the SGA. So, with my assistant director, Andrew Crane, he just started last semester, he's wonderful. How many of you are commuters? Okay, he is my commuter outreach person. Excuse me, so he and the CAs are wonderful, they're a great resource for you. So, Drew is overseeing commuter outreach, he's overseeing Omicron Delta Kappa Leadership Honor Society, he's working with our clubs and organizations on late night and weekend programming initiatives, putting some calendars together for that, first 3 weeks programming stuff. We also oversee fraternity and sorority life. We also oversee diversity programming. So the history months that you see, the culture cafes, those things come out of CSLI. So if anyone has any ideas or any programs they'd like to see, any culture cafes highlighting your culture, we're open to all of that as well. So if anybody has any program ideas, anything they'd like to see, we are very open to bringing on new stuff whenever we possibly can. And of course, working with SGA for things that they can work on and help us with too. So thank you, everybody.
I would like to call Javon Spencer Noel. He's the Chief Financial Officer.
I see everybody's in very good spirits right now, but I do want to take a moment of silence for Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and all the people that were affected by it. Thank you. Let's start with leadership. A quote from Kobe Bryant himself: "The most important thing is to try and inspire people so that they can be great at whatever they want to do." Now, as students, as student leaders, as faculty administration, from the people that clean to the people that repair things, how is it that you go about being a leader and inspiring people? Something that Kobe set out to do and something that we all as individuals set out to do. In his passing, you don't remember how much money he made, you don't know how many cars he had, how many houses he had, how many degrees he might have had, and these are things that relate to us, how many girlfriends, etc., your coats, your belts. All you're thinking about is the impact that he made. So now we need to come together and make an impact together. Now between, we've had the food pantry like he's mentioned, which is specifically to help people who are not able to afford food. Whether it comes to the fact that you probably order DoorDash and you're on the phone with him for an hour because he doesn't know where to find you, he cancels your order. When it comes to the fact that we are trying to make better relations with UP. When it comes to the fact that we're trying to make better relations with the administration so that we can come together and be a team. It could be like the Lakers, if we let it. Moving forward with just the general agenda of being a student leader with the teamwork is come together between the fact that we want to advocate, but we also want to collaborate. Now, we wouldn't protest a school that we don't believe wants to help us. We would only protest in order to say, hey, you might look at this problem, let's work together as a team, because we know that in the end they want to assist us. Whether it was Usama, who's assisted us in multiple different events, whether it was Suzanne, whose advisement has enabled us to be able to be great student leaders, or whether it was the students who were helping us, keep on task and being engaged, we definitely want to thank you and just say how much we appreciate that. Now, in terms of just that moment of silence for Kobe and everything, it's really not to mourn that. It's more to say that what's the impact that you're going to make. I see some people that you don't pop out to programs, you don't come out to class even, you don't come out, and there's a variety of reasons for that. Sometimes there's no food available, I get it. Sometimes you just want to sit home, order something, whatever. But that's not how to do it. That's not how you're going to make your impact. You're going to make your impact by coming to things like this. You're already making a start to making that Kobe move. You're already starting to make your legacy on your own, just being in this room, just being on this camera. If you're the cameraman here today, if you're the DJ who's making a move, you're making your impact. So more than just the fun stuff, we clearly, we're going to have a concert. We're going to go to the African American Museum in DC. We're going to collaborate. We're going to try to have roller skating things, but more than that, we're trying to collaborate. We're trying to make an impact. Now, going forward with just everything, Kalief has obviously mentioned a lot of things. There were things he hasn't even mentioned because realistically, you can't read all of that on the slide. But behind that comes the financial part, which I take care of, and the team as a whole that pretty much holds it all together as a foundation. So more than that, we want to thank you guys, especially for coming out, and more than that, for showing that you want to make a difference and impact by being here today. So definitely pop out to everything. That definitely makes an impact. But more than that, come to us. Come to administration. You're part of a university for a reason. You could have easily did this whole college thing online. If you are physically coming to class, if you're physically going to be in person, make connections with people. Those people over there, if you don't know them, get to know them. I'm sorry if they bombard your office hours in advance, but you should. Do that with your professors, do that with faculty, but most importantly, do that with us because we make the time for that. And more than that, take advantage and be in these positions. If there's freshmen, sophomore, juniors in the room, honestly, if you were seeing anybody to get off in December, try to make a move, try to become a part of this. And more than that, it's not just about being in a position and getting paid. It's
actually just coming and saying, I have an idea. Like, you can be annoyed in your room, you can be annoyed in your chats, but like, making a difference, making an impact, that's something you could do every day and you start today. Thank you.
I would like to call on Talia Doctor. She's the Campus Activities Board.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Talia Doctor. I'm the chair of late night programming for the Campus Activities Board. So what is CAB? CAB is basically the programming portion of SGA. So we host many events on campus to keep the students engaged and involved. This is our mission statement. So this is something that we go by. We, the members of the Campus Activities Board, strive to provide the campus with diverse programs of cultural, social, educational, and recreational nature through the efforts of students who actively plan, implement, and evaluate programs. The CAB exists for the betterment of the SUNY Westbury campus community as a whole and to remain responsive to students' attitudes, interests, and needs. It also provides programs that reflect and respond to those interests and fosters the social, intellectual, and moral development of the members of the college community. And CAB shall not be discriminatory in terms of race, sex, religion, age, sexual orientation, social status, physical abilities, or any other protected status. So my position, I'm the chair of late night programming for 2019-2020. I'm responsible for planning miscellaneous events such as movie nights, game nights, anything that happens on Thursday nights from 10 to 2. And I'm not limited to other nights, but that's when I have my events take place. My upcoming events, so Black History Month is coming up, so I'm having a week called Flexing My Complexion Week from February 10th to February 13th. The first event is Make Love Make Sense. It's a conversation about Black love. Then we have Open Mic Night, which will be that Tuesday. Then we're going to have a Black Men Cry 2 event where we have a speaker coming. His name is Monty Washington. He also he'll be coming there. And then we have a movie night where we'll be showing Clean and Slim. So pop out to all the events. Seren, can you say that to me? That's the chair of weekend programming. She's responsible for planning and executing a minimum of at least 4 weekends per month. She plans on-campus events. If off-campus, she goes to like trips and stuff. One game night that she did have this is one of the programs that she has. And then the chair of sports and recreation is Jaden. Can you please stand up? Jaden is responsible for planning outdoor and indoor sporting events. And these are 2 of his events that are coming up. The Super Bowl, Sunday night, February 2nd, and then we have the Valentine's Day review, and we'll be showing love in basketball. That's the end of my presentation. I am also the president of ASA as well as working collectively with our director of programming, who has left, but her name is Maya, and we will be having trials for the ASA portion of the fashion show, the CAB fashion show featuring Glamazon ASA. So we have trials tonight from 7 to 10 and Tuesday and Wednesday. Okay, thank you.
In closing, before I get to the raffles, I would like to thank all the students that came out to support this program, along with administration. When I sent out the invitation to administration, I did not think that I would see this many people here today. But also, I would like to thank my team. Can everybody give a round of applause? If it wasn't for you guys, a lot of the stuff that I would like to have get done to impact and better this college campus would not have been done. So I really appreciate everybody sitting down right now. Marsh, you can stand up. Let's get into the raffles.